Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. We're going to do a 3v3 replay analysis for today. So we got ourselves Blur, and he's playing with his team here. He's got a team, and just to quickly look into the Discord, he says that his teammates are low GC3, and the other one is a 2100 peak. He says he feels like he's lost right here. He felt lost, out of place. So he wants to get more solo play opportunities or passes out of the back to break open their defense. Alright, so I'm going to capitalize off of the opponent's mistakes. Okay, that's fair. So let's discuss those things and see what we can find. It's a good shot. Nice. The kickoff was in your favor, so that's pretty good. That's a good hit. Interesting. Okay, you don't need to flip there. Why? Because the ball is moving kind of slow anyways, and you have no boost. If you flip, you can't really, you know, look, you throw yourself out of the play, right? So you don't need to try to flip anywhere, right? He can't score right off the bat, and there's no passing opportunity because you were standing over here, so it's going to be kind of hard for him to pass to, like, anybody. So you don't need to get so, you know, like, anxious and so, you know, like, jittery. Good try. Let's see if you go for demos, actually. I'm kind of curious if you guys go for demo opportunities, because that will help a ton, too. Okay. Nice block. It seems like you guys are a little cramped. Like, I noticed you guys are kind of close. Like, I don't know what this coverage is. Like, everybody's in the same spot. Like, if you see that George is already up, for example, you shouldn't really be forcing yourself. Unless you're calling it, of course. You guys are probably calming, so you're probably telling him, like, oh, hey, I'm going to get this ball next. So that's why he turns around. But just be aware that you don't want to be, like, super close, right? Like, everybody's so, like, close up here, so if everybody has too much of the same coverage, then it's easier for the opponents to hit the ball around all of you guys. So just be mindful of how much space you guys are covering as a team. Okay. Let's see what's wrong here. See, you try to get a clear here, which isn't really, like, that bad, but the problem is you have a lot more space to use on the left side of your car. The problem is with trying to clear it is you have to be realistic, right? You're playing in a very high skill lobby, right? So if he's coming over this way, to be honest, the whole area of the field on the right side of your car could be covered. And don't forget that he has pretty good momentum coming towards the ball. So at best, you guys are going to 50 this at the same time. Or what you did there, where you just touched the ball first, but either way, he ends up hitting it anyways. So you should try to hit the ball towards the wall again so you can follow it, right? You don't want to always try to hit the ball around the opponent, especially when you don't know if you have a guaranteed clear, because this isn't a guaranteed clear opportunity here at all. And especially when you're last man and, you know, if something happens, both of your teammates are they're up. So you can't afford to make a sloppy play here. See, he gets a beat on it. All right, look at it from his angle. He's still got momentum, right? He's still going towards the ball. So of course he's gonna go after this, right? I'm not saying you shouldn't hit it, but just try to focus on hitting it on the ground more. He's gonna expect you to hit the ball away because he knows you're pressured. So try to 50 it low Right? And then let's see if, just for the sake of your teammates, what's going on with your teammates? Yeah, nobody's really doing anything. Like, George is on the ground, but he's not really... He should have... Oh, actually, ooh, he could have gone demoed here. But I think he should still make a slightly better effort in just getting after the ball. It's just unfortunate sequence here. I think... What did Hudev do? He tried to get this ball away. Oh, yeah, okay. You can't be doing this. The funny thing is about clearing the ball from... This happens in like any rank, especially people who know how to flip reset. They always try to go for flip resets. Why are you trying to flip reset here, right? This doesn't do anything, right? You're going to be overcommitting, and look how awkward this is. Right? You get this... He gets this weird touch. George doesn't do anything with the ball, and now you're already screwed back here by yourself. So... when you're playing threes, you gotta focus on hitting the ball with intention. The ball has to be hit in a way where you guys can maintain possession. The only time you guys are actively gonna throw away the ball is if you have an obvious clear, so you can get pressure off of your side, right? An obvious clear, not the clear that you did before, where it's obviously more open and you can actually throw away the ball, buy your team some time to get back, you know, or when you go to score. That's it. Those are the only times you're going to be throwing the ball away. Other than that, the ball has to be in possession. Okay, well, if he called this out, you shouldn't be flipping here. Right? You shouldn't. I know you want to get to the boost, but the problem is with flipping is that you overcommit. Right? Once you flip, you're committed into a certain position. Right? In this case, you're committed to going backwards. Right? Away from where the play is going to happen. So now he passes to you, and you flip too close to the wall. You get a terrible landing on the wall, so it just becomes botched. Look, you don't even get it. Right? This whole play was pointless. Right? Just drive. Watch what happens when you drive. Right? Let's pretend I'm you. Okay, fine, right? Land, go over here. You have ball cam on, by the way. Don't take off ball cam, right? So the ball, you'd be facing this way then, right? You get the boost. Hold on, let me reset this. Okay, so you got ball cam on, right? Turn around, take the boost, and then go up, right? You're much faster that way. And who knows, you might actually beat Eon. He might not expect you to get an early touch like that. Now, the reason why... Another reason why flipping is so bad is because, you know, it's just not efficient, right? I know I said that it locks you into place, right? Into a certain position, but it's actually not efficient, especially when you're playing threes and everything happens so quickly. If you want a good example of this, you gotta watch Squishy's video when he did a review on the finals of the past RLCS Worlds match. Definitely watch it. He analyzes Monkey Moon. Such a good video. It's his newest video, so it won't be hard to find. So go on Squishy's video and watch that. You'll see how Monkey Moon is so efficient, and he stays relatively grounded, right? He doesn't really flip around the field that much. He only flips when he absolutely has to. So that's what you should be doing. I also left a comment on that video if you guys are curious, on Squishy's video, so if you guys want to read it, you can. Good play by George. I don't know what the opponents were doing. Looks like they were flopping around, but it's alright. Okay. Yeah, that's an awkward touch. Luckily, your teammate was able to get the ball. This is tough to read. Because, look, the ball is going really quick. Look how close the ball already is to your car. Right? It's so close. Going up the wall like this is just going to be really hard. You're better off to just, like, rotating out, right? Just rotate out. So, when this play happens, just get your big boost and cover middle, right? Just in case. The reason why you want to cover middle is because you want to cover for any midfield passes. So you get your boost and you come around, right? call out to your teammate that he can go after the ball up the wall, right? And then George will be able to come around as well and help out Hudev. Right, and also, you see the orange guy on the side of the screen? He's going to eventually come over here, right, after getting the boost. So that's why you want to come over here quickly so you can cover the opportunity. You don't want to give him opportunities to set up passes. So just be mindful of, you know, how you rotate back and what's important to go after the ball and when it's not important. Like, I don't even think this was necessary because, look, you get this weird touch. You're basically just passing it to the opponents at this point. If they were a little closer, they would have gotten. You would have gotten scored on 100%. Good block from teammate. Okay, you don't need to. All right, you actually recover somewhat well there, but I was gonna say don't go after this because your teammate is already up on the wall. I wouldn't have went after this. If I saw my teammate was up there already, I wouldn't have jumped. I would have just. Known that Hudev was going to go up. So I would just wait a second instead of jumping so early, right? Be in position for like a pass instead. Luckily you get, I mean, this touch was, I don't really think it was that great, but it gets the job done. You're able to pass it to yourself. You provided some kind of pressure. Okay. Why don't I like this? You already know your teammate is in the net. Why are you also going into the net? Who is covering the backboard? Somebody's got to take the initiative to cover the backboard. I see this a lot in threes. A lot. Way too much. Right? Please. You got to take the initiative. Oh, I didn't do this right. Well, let me reset this. All right. So, make sure I got this on. All right. Someone's got to take the initiative to go up the backboard, right? Because obviously he's in the air. The ball has a chance to stay up, right? And so you have to meet it up there. He's already covering the bottom, right? If for some reason he takes a low shot, right? Your teammate will cover this one, and you will cover the high opportunity over here somewhere, right? So you got double coverage. You got double layers of defense, which is good. And of course, Hudev will be around, rotate back. So again, be mindful of what's going on in front of you, right? You should see that your teammate is going into the net, and if you guys are calming, you should for next time you should tell each other, okay, like what am I gonna cover, right? George should be saying, okay, I'm covering low. Blur, you go up, right? Okay, so then you go up the wall, right? Go up, you get a nice easy clear into the left side. And you can keep following it. Rather than this, which is just stupid, awkward on both of you. I mean, he barely touches his ball. He almost gets scored on. Right? Look how awkward this is for your teammate. Hell, he could have went on the wall too if he wanted to. But someone's got to go on the wall. Good touches. Good wave dashes. Oh, good try. They get a lucky pinch. Oh, if he flipped, then he probably would have scored there. It would have been a good pass because nobody's covering the net. Unfortunate. Interesting. I mean, that was just a bad jump by George. I don't know why he jumped downwards. He should have just stayed up. Like, he should have stayed pointing up a little bit, right? So he can jump up and then jump after it just a little bit later. I think he jumped a little too early, but still. This 50 wasn't the best either. That's why I'm saying you got a 50 with the side of your car rather than the nose. I mean, you hit it with, like, the front right part of your car. It was kind of the side, but not really. This is why I tell you people to tilt your car either to the left, hit it with the right side of, like, the, you know, your whole side, or you 58 where it hits the roof of your car, where it's, you know, it's a longer surface area, right? Because he's pointing with the nose, And if you go on a longer surface area with the side of your car or the roof of the car, you'll have a way better 50, right? Because look, of course this ball is going to go this way. Of course it's going to go to the wall, right? Because that's where most of the gap is. Most of the gap is actually this way. There's more area that way, right? And of course the ball hits the right side of your car. So this is why it's important to really understand how you want to 50 it and how you win these 50s, or at least kill the ball when you 50 it, where it's, you know, it's a dead ball where nobody wins it. It just stops, you know? So this 50 was kind of bad. So tough either way, tough play. Being conscious of your 50s is not something that people really think about. This was a decent 50. You know, you use the nose of your car, it's still good. Because it comes with the content of the ball. Like for example, like, yeah, I said you can use the side of your car, which is actually really good for winning 50s, because if you really think about it, you can use the more surface area of your car to use it as a ramp. So what I like to do, let's say for example, like in this position, right? If my brother, for example, is positioned over here, I would 50 it, so I turn my car to the left, so it's facing the right side of my car is facing the ball, and I'll squeeze it this way, right? So then when I hit the ball, it should pinch out that way, because when I go to the side, I'm going to be covering this part of the ball too. So the ball is going to squeeze this way. So that's what I like doing a lot. Start disguising your passes with 50s. Because sometimes making an obvious pass is just, you know, not good either. Okay, everybody's... Okay. Yeah, everybody's running around on your team. Everybody seems to be so close. It's a good and bad strategy. Because you want to be close enough so you guys can follow each other up on, you know, helping each other and continuing the possession of the ball, right? But at the same time, if you're too close, then again, everybody just gets beat at the same time. Like, realistically, nothing happened here. Literally nothing happened. The only thing significant was George, but even then, he had a bad clear into middle. You guys were just beat right off the bat here. What is Hudev doing? Okay, he gets bumped, so that's not his fault. George dived in, right? George should not have dived in on this. Why? Look where the ball is going, right? I'm sure all three of you guys are going to watch this, so hello, George, if you're watching this. You can't dive on the ball like this, because the ball is having momentum this way towards your teammate, and the opponent is going this way anyways. You're all the way back here, right? The ball is actively going away from you, and it's going towards an opponent who has a much easier, you know, and quicker time getting to the ball. So you should just wait a little bit, right? Watch what happens if you just waited. All right, I'll use my camera again. If you just wait, then jump up after it. You'll be jumping up after it from here, right? And this angle is so much better. And guess what? You get the beat over Eon. Look, and nobody's challenging you. He's going back that way, and he's too far away. This would have been a much easier time recovering the ball. But since you rushed in, right? You rushed in, now you're only giving yourself the opposite direction. Because look, you get beat, like I said, right? Because he's closer. Eon is realistically closer. Now the ball goes over your head, and now you're on the other side of the ball. You see how awkward this is? You're just not playing patient enough, and you're not aware of what's coming, right? So just be mindful and call things out, like, hey, you know, I got this ball, or, oh, guys, watch out, this might happen. You know, just look out for each other. Good try. Good try. Nobody was really ready for the pass, though. Hudev is not even positioned right. Look, he's just not even facing... he's not even facing towards the left, so this is not really going to be good. You're better off just kind of keeping it still. Like, just kind of, like, going for a 50 rather than hitting the ball away. Because, look, you hit the ball away, look what happens. They get possession again. Right? And this is why you're struggling to be impactful, because you keep throwing the ball away. You guys aren't ready for each other's passes. Right? If your teammate doesn't look like he's ready for a pass, then don't pass it. Don't force it. Right? Just leave it alone. Just go for a 50. That would have been a bad touch. That would have been insanely bad. I mean, the ball still went back, but I think that would have been even worse if you touched it. Okay, like, again, like, everybody's bundling up. Like, everybody is so close. Right? Like, you're driving, like, I just feel like this movement is wasted. Like, you're driving like a lunatic and nothing's happening. Like, okay, you're following this ball. Okay, you don't want to go after it. So you go over here. You boost towards the wall. Okay, now nothing happened. Now I'm going to turn around off the wall. Okay, nothing happened. Now the ball's over behind me. Right? Now you finally get your chance. Like, this whole wasted movement is just, it's just bad. Right? You're not doing anything. You're just asking to get the ball hit around you. Why don't you just trust George? Position over here. Right? Put behind over here. Right? And then you can try to go after it. Right? Anything. I would have been more glad if you're more ballsy over here. You creep up here. And then you go after the 50 off the wall. Right? Just try to 50 it off the wall somehow. You know, because you already have another teammate behind you anyway. So. Okay, that's bad touch. You guys are hitting these insanely bad touches. Honestly, I don't even know how you guys even. Oh no, you guys lost this. Okay, yeah, you guys did lose. For some reason, I thought you guys won. Because I think you took the replay from the enemy's point of view. Yeah, the champ FYI private win. Yeah, so you took it from his pod. Okay, so you lost. I was going to say, how didn't you lose this match? But no, honestly, it's not surprising that you lost this match. Because look at this. What, you guys been doing this 1,000 times. What is this hit? What is that? See, the attempt was, you want to hit this ball, go off the ceiling, and follow it through. But, I mean, clearly you guys don't know how to control the ball like this. So why are you doing it? You know, like, it's just wasting possession. Okay, how did this not get scored? Oh, because Eon was there. Okay, what happened here? I'm so confused. What is going on? Okay, this double committing's got to stop too. It's just they're just barely there. Yeah, they're just barely there. Good block, very good block. That's good. You know, I like how you early challenge like this. You have to, because you're last back. You know, you can't just sit around and wait for them to do something. So that's good. Good beat. Good try in the control. I think if you controlled your car a little better, you'd have had a better shot. Alright, there's still a minute left, so there's still time. Yeah, like you're slowing down right in the middle of a play, right? Again, you're not being impactful because you're making yourself slow, right? In the middle of a play that's moving kind of quick, right? Look how fast everybody else around you is moving, right? Just look at the speed of everybody else compared to you. Everybody is just so much faster. Like, Sly's moving faster, George is flying over your head, right? And now that you're slow, you can't get back to things in time. You turn around again, but George hits the ball, right, behind you. But since you have to turn around, you're going to be beat to this ball. You jump, which means you overcommit. Now you're flying all the way to their freaking wall, and look what's happening. It's a 3v2, right? If you want to, like, honestly, you shouldn't even turn around here. Honestly, just do this play, right? Okay. I gotta get back, right? Let me just help out my teammate. Let me just turn around here. I'll rotate out like this. Then, you know, I can try to get this ball here. Right? Just try to just get out sooner. Right? So instead of jumping right here, you can actually just drive challenge. So you'd be over here, be behind George, let him jump. You can be middle, okay, then turn around. Now you're behind Hudev, and instead of you being in the play, one of your teammates can be doing it. All right, and you got no boost. Again, these flip resets. What is up with the flip resets? This doesn't do anything. Stop flip resetting. It just makes you awkward. I don't know why you guys keep doing this. Just move the ball towards their side of the field as best as you can. That is not as best as you can, right? What? And look, see, you're so far away, right? You don't even need to get big boost. Just go straight back and get small boost pads, right? Just go back, right? Look how much more efficient this is. You can't trust this, right? So you gotta be back just in case, right? And then you can let Hudev go after it. And again, you'd be over here, turn around, be behind Hudev, and Hudev or George will take the ball this time. And then this whole play here wouldn't have happened, right? Again, look what you're doing wrong. You're overcommitting like crazy with this weird flip reset thing, right? So now you land over here. Now you're really slow. Everybody else is moving faster than you, right? Why? Because they have easier time on the ball, right? Look how fast Champ's moving compared to you. You're too busy spinning in circles. Of course you get dusted. Why would you turn around after this, right? This is pointless. And guess what? You don't even know if the opponent is even able to hit this or not. Just assume in this position, just assume that the opponent is going to go after this ball. Let's face it. They're going to go after this ball. So why are you turning around all slow and trying to get this ball? And again, you jump after it with no boost. Now you're flying around with no boost. And look what's happening. Another 3v2. And you guys are about to get scored on, right? I can see in the timeline. But I don't even have to see the timeline to tell you guys are going to get scored on. Because nobody's doing anything. Okay, that's just unfortunate. Sly was able to bump you. I don't even think he even saw you. Yeah, look, he's not even looking at you. That's unlucky. Because this was a pretty good pass. Like, this is the type of stuff that you should be doing. See how Hudev did a good job with this clear, right to you. He used your existing positioning to just throw it to you. And, of course, you can go up after the ball. Unfortunately, Sly bumps you without even looking at you. What happens here? Nobody's covering the what if, right? George should be covering the what if. Okay. See, look, he's... Okay. Two things that are wrong here. Overextending as third man and you flipping in front of the net. Stop flipping. Why are you flipping towards this? Right? George, if you're watching this, who are you trying to... Why do I keep changing the X value? Okay, so, George, who are you trying to go after? Right? Who are you trying to beat? Right? Who? You should be your third man, right? Why? Because you can see your teammate here and your teammate here. If you can see in your field of view, if you can see two of your teammates in front of you, you're third man, right? For example, Hudev might only see one person, right? Might only see Blur. So he is second man, right? You see... I mean, at this point, you might still see your teammates, but since the play is going towards you, you're first man because you'd see nobody, right? George, why are you flipping towards this way, right? Hudev is already going over there. Why don't you just wait around? And you have no boost either, so don't flip. Take your time. See, you flipped over here, so take your time and get these boost pads, right? And then see what the play does, right? So, for example... Let's see what happens if you position how I move the camera. Oh my god. Okay. Let me go back a bit. Okay, so you're over here, right? Hell, you can actually just... Okay, you don't see the opponent behind you, but let's see off of here. Okay, perfect. If you were smart, you can see Champ land behind you. Don't forget about this guy. This is why you don't give up your coverage, right? Stay here. Stay grounded. Don't flip here. Just do this. Right? And then you can go after the ball in middle. Hell, try to dust everybody here. Right? Try it. If not, better option or another option, just, even if you did flip here, just turn around again. Wait over here. And you jump up after it, right? You're already facing the middle, right? Now look what happens. You're also doing literally nothing with your positioning. You push too close, right? So close you can't go after this ball. Now you're effing going backwards. Oh, you turn around again a little bit because you feel like you might go after this ball. Nah, I don't want to do that either. So I'm going to turn around again. Oh, I'm going to turn around towards the middle as I'm moving, right? Oh, the ball gets hit behind me. So again, everybody on this team, I'm not sure about Hudev. I didn't really see him do it too much, but I know Blur and George, you guys are just sitting around doing nothing, basically. You guys are driving just for the sake of driving, all right? So George, just position back still. If you want to have guaranteed defense as third man, don't be so close. You're just getting baited into the play, right? Your teammates are in front of you, right? If you go at some point, who's covering the back, right? Just stay here, right? You can jump up after it. It'd be so much easier. Wouldn't have gotten scored on there. So a lot of this is just wasted positioning and just overextending. Like, you guys are so close to each other, you're overextending. What a save. I wouldn't even jump after this. Right? This is an awkward ball. Look, you stop moving with your momentum, and the ball is going basically towards you, like, really quick, relatively quickly. Because look how quickly this is. Watch the ball. Look how quickly the ball comes right to you. Right? By the time you jump to the ball, right, it's too close. And you tilt your car in a way where the ball, it just goes right into the middle. Again, look at Champ. Look at this. This is way better third man, right? If you guys want to know how to play better, you can just watch your opponents. Look at this. This is third man. This is perfect third man positioning. You see how he's not flipping? He didn't even flip anywhere. He just drove, right? He's just driving. Look at this. You hit a bad touch. Again, a lot of you, your whole team, bad touches. Really good shot, but Hudev does even better save. So these touches are just, his touches and his positioning is just, you guys are not using it right. Basically, this. Another thing. I know I said you said to be analyzing you, but I mean, this is crucial for your whole team. I mean, what is this touch? Yes, you're making mistakes too. Right? But your teammates are just as guilty. What is this? What is that? It's a terrible touch. He flipped off the wall when he could have just drove. He's passing into middle for the opponents. What is that? Okay, how did you guys not get scored on? Because because gotten away. Okay. Okay, but let's watch their positioning for a second, right? What do I see here? Right? After he does his play, as, you know, he's not rushing in. He's not baiting himself to get beat by the ball, like to get over his head. He stays relatively far back. He does his shot that gets saved. What does he do? He's not flipping. Right? If anything happens, he could turn around quickly, right? There's no need to drive, right? He's not beating anybody, so he can just relax. And again, he's playing far back third man. I mean, this is kind of too far, but you don't need to be this far. But see how far back he is? There's no way you guys are going to get this ball out. Right? There's just no way. Alright. So, there's tons of mistakes from your entire team, basically. It's not even just from you alone. I'm seeing that it's from everybody. Try to focus more on... You guys gotta get better touches. I mean, that's step number one. Step number one is just not throwing away the ball, right? Please keep possession as much as you can. Second thing, make sure you guys are covering as much of the field as possible. Don't, by accident, right? Don't be covering the same thing, right? Don't get yourself baited into a play that's not necessary, right? Please. And also flip less. You don't need to flip. And again, I can give you an example of just telling you, go watch Monkey Moon on Squishy's video, the newest video, right? Or by the time this video gets posted, maybe it's the second newest video, but it's the one with Monkey Moon on the thumbnail, flexing his arms, right? Watch it. You'll see how BDS play, but specifically Monkey Moon. You guys can learn a ton just from how he plays alone. It's crazy. It's literally crazy. So, fix your positioning. Don't get baited into plays, right? Don't overcommit by, flipping into no man's land, right? Don't go for those stupid little flip resets when you're going for air dribbles from your side of the field. Just carry the ball simply with an air dribble to their side. You don't need to go for flip resets on your half, right? Who are you trying to score from with the flip reset from across the field? That's impossible, right? No way. So please, use it to just carry the ball with a normal air dribble and 50 it. Or pop the ball up and go for an air dribble bump. Something, right? Rather than just going for just infinite flip resets, right? They're not necessary, all right? So just please focus on those things. And I think you guys will play a lot better because you do have a pretty solid team. I mean, you guys' ranks are not that bad. Especially you have the 2100 on your team. Use him to your advantage, right? If you play a little smarter, it might actually help him play better too because he might be covering for you guys so much that it's making him play bad because he just doesn't feel like he's in position half the time because he's covering everything. And just to close it off, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Just go for a 50. Air dribble it, right, with the nose of your car, and just 50 it with the guy on the wall. Who cares, right? But this is a guaranteed possession loss, right? So just don't do that. So, alright, that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.